Hello there, all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. If you are new to my channel, a very warm welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. We are having a look at December 2025. We are pulling out some messages to see what energies are activating for you, hopefully what blessings are headed your way, and also maybe a heads up from Spirit to see what you need to be aware of. So let's get right into it and see what we've got for you for your month ahead. Thank you. And we start out with wise men. All right. 'Tis the season. If it wasn't for those familiar songs that echo through my spine, I would have lost what is lost and never found my purpose. Now, with the wise men energy, you could, of course, be seeking out some sort of advice or guidance that does come from somebody who is wise. All right. Someone who is, perhaps a spiritual person, right? A wise old sage. It could be somebody in your family and they just have a lot of wisdom that they want to pass down onto you for some reason, maybe just to share, or maybe it's grandpa sitting in the corner and he just wants to tell stories and things. But we can learn a lot from our elders, right? So sometimes, just, have a listen, just give them, give them their arena, if you will. All right. But you never know. They might just have a little bit of tidbit of information that they may say. And it just kind of, you may have heard the same story 10 times, but this time something strikes a chord. Something kind of sticks. So if you do have that kind of person in your family, especially, we can have a lot of get-togethers this time of year, maybe just give them that opportunity. On a more practical note, there may be somebody that you are connecting with in the month ahead. They may be a new person. They may be someone you already know. You might need to pay for their services, but they have a lot of knowledge. They may even be in a position of authority, a position of power, and you might need to seek out some guidance, some help, and maybe do like a consultation. So if you're buying a house, right, this person can be an experienced realtor. If you're doing any kind of financial planning or refinancing of things, this person can be that banker type of person, a financial advisor. If you're looking at changing careers, this might be like a career counselor or a teacher of some, in some way, right? They could be a lawyer. So they could be like a professional, somebody that does have a lot of information, and they may be able to help you out. And again, you might need to pay for their services, but it would be money well spent, right? Because sometimes we just don't know everything, right? And sometimes we need to, ask someone for their expertise. But this does also remind you of the wisdom that you hold within you. So whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to decide, allow your inner wisdom to guide you. We often do go externally for things, for validation, for confirmation, for direction, right? We do sometimes, go externally, right? But sometimes we just need to connect with ourselves, right? Turn inward is where we often do know what is right for us. We know what the right answers are. We know what direction that we should go, right? So really listen to your inner wisdom. We have a card of duality here for you. Okay, we've got the seen and the unseen. So this is coming up in the direction of the seen. All right. Now, this can be, an energy here where you need to trust the things that you see, right? With people tell you who they are. Sometimes we just don't listen. Sometimes we think that they're joking, or sometimes we think that, they're just, a puff of air or something, right? But people often tell us who they are and what their intentions are. Sometimes we refuse to see it. The seen can represent trusting the things that you see. Are you seeing signs, symbols, and synchronicities right now? Are you dismissive of them? It's a coincidence. Or are you stopping and saying, hey, this is meant for me. Now I just need to figure out why. This card does carry that message of trust what you see. This can be an energy of manifestation. Something is manifesting in your physical world. The scene, which is the way this landed, is your physical realm, your 3D world. Something is materializing, something is manifesting for you, and it will show itself to you. Whether it's a door opening, whether it's signs of some kind, whatever it happens to be, something is showing itself to you, revealing itself to you. So don't miss that sign. But this can also represent that we are focusing a lot here with this energy on our physical world, on our material world. But don't forget about your spiritual self as well. It's all about finding that balance, finding that healthy equilibrium, right? We can go overboard with our spiritual practice just as much as we can go overboard with ignoring it and not doing it at all, right? Because it can quickly become all-consuming. And when we are all-consuming of something, we miss something else, or we don't engage in something else. So there is always a balance between the seen and the unseen. Let's get some more messages. We have the Winter High Priestess. Talk about wisdom. Winter consequences. This is equivalent to the Judgment card. The Justice card. We have the Winter Lovers. Winter Strength. Wow. Oh my goodness. You guys, this is insane. And we have the Seven of Winter Wands. Wow. This is a powerful time for you. Seven of Wands is a card of power. It's a energy of being confident, rising to the occasion, standing up, standing on higher ground, standing up for yourself, standing up for others, believing in yourself. The back of the deck, we've got the Winter Star, Star card. Faith, belief, hope, inspiration, success, balance, harmony, healing. Also, a little bit of winter magic in the air for you here with this as well. Gotta like that. But there is some big energy coming in here for you guys in December, Scorpio. Now, some of this energy will play out throughout the month. Some of it will carry over. The Star card is Aquarian energy, so this can carry over into Aquarius season, which starts the last week of January. Is it the 21st? I think it's the 21st. So that last week of January is when that Aquarian season does start. So some of this energy will play out a little while longer than other signs, only because you have, I've got 6 tarot cards for you. 5 of them are major energies. So there can be major transformations. You may be making some big changes. You may have some very important choices to make as well. We do have the Winter Lovers card there. And yes, while this can represent love, romance, partnerships, friendships, collaborative energies, business partnerships, right? It also is a choice. Choosing what is right for us, choosing who is right for us. Connecting with our heart. The heart wants what it wants sometimes. But how we make that decision is the Winter High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is very connected with the moon, but is also incredibly connected with your intuition. It always reminds you of the wisdom that you have within. especially if you're making choices in your life. We can choose to welcome people in. We can choose to let them go. We can choose what path to take, right? We can choose to leave something behind. We can choose to seize an opportunity. But instead of second guessing yourself, trust that wisdom within. Because that High Priestess says your intuition will always, always guide you. You have all the wisdom and knowledge you need internally to make the right decisions for yourself. You don't need external validation necessarily. Sometimes we need to tap into someone's knowledge, right? Especially if we've got like legal situations. We do have the Justice card here, right? So we've got legal situations. We do need to consult like a lawyer often, because it's like, I can't read this legal mumbo jumbo, right? So sometimes we do need to tap into some professional help, right? But they're not giving us validation necessarily. They're not necessarily like, we're not necessarily relying on them, right? They've given us some information and guidance, and then ultimately we make the choice, right? So trust in your ability to make choices. Now, the High Priestess energy is also a very quiet energy. It's very mute. There are secrets and mysteries that can be at play when we do have this energy. So it may be that you are dealing with a situation, or you need to make some decisions about a situation, but you are encouraged here not to necessarily discuss it openly, or you don't want to discuss it openly, or you're just playing your cards close to your chest. Whether it's because you don't want anyone else's influence, you don't want to hear anyone else's opinion because it's ultimately not their decision, not their life, not their choice, right? But it may be also that, sometimes we have things that we're trying to figure out, sometimes things that changes that we're making. And if we were to shout it from the rooftops, it could probably topple what we're trying to do. And so you may need to just kind of keep something a little quiet, that you're doing. But by the same token, there could be something that you are revealing because you've been keeping something quiet for a while. And now is the time where you may actually reveal some information. But we do have the winter consequences, and this is the Justice card. So if there has been some injustices done to you, this can be where justice is being restored. All right. Wrongs are being righted, and you are getting something that's your just rewards, right? You're not getting, something more than what you deserve, but also not less than what you deserve. It's very balanced energy. With this, if you have any legal situations that are playing out, you may get a resolution. Okay. You may need to be a little bit more patient. Again, some of this energy here is going to play out in December, but for some of you, depending on what you've got going on and the complexities of that, it probably will carry over into Aquarian season. So we're talking end of January and the first part of February. Okay. And while that may seem a long time away, right? Things do tend to, time does tend to speed up sometimes, right? So it's not that far away, but it might feel like it, right? Because the Star card does, remind you of your ability to harness all of the power, all of the abundance, all of the opportunities that the universe has to offer. We're wishing upon a star and we're believing that it'll come true. And so for some of you, your dreams, your wishes are manifesting for you. For some of you, it's right here, right now. It is a yes card. All right. So for some of you, it's miracles and blessings happening right now, right here. And we need to seize the moment. We need to receive our blessings, and we need to celebrate and rejoice. For others of you, we need to trust that there's miracles and blessings happening for you, right? But sometimes we need to be a little bit more patient, right? We just love to hear that, right? But we have to allow something to play out the way that it's supposed to play out. But with this Justice card here, it is Libran energy. Now, Libran energy does tend to focus on relationships of all kinds, our partnerships in our lives. And we do have that Winter Lovers card there, right? Which also is about our connections, our partnerships. It is Gemini energy. And we do need to remember sometimes that there is a duality to all things, just like we have the seen and the unseen. There's certain things that we can see right in front of our face, but there's certain things that are happening behind the scenes that we can't see, but we need to trust that things are going on, right? Very high priestess kind of energy, right? So, you know, with this Winter Lovers card, we need to remember that there is a duality to all things. There's pros and cons to all things. There's things that are in front of our face, and there's things that, you know, we just can't quite put our finger on the pulse at this moment. But it is a card of choices. It can be a card of friendship, love, and romance, right? It is a soulmate energy, okay? For some of you, you might meet a soulmate at this time. You might meet a new friend. But for some of you here, you may have some decisions to make about a partnership, or you could have a closure and a completion of something there as well. All right. But whatever your situation is, tap into your heart. Okay. That Winter Lovers card can also represent you, your masculine and feminine coming together, and you feeling restored, you feeling whole. Right? We meet our higher selves sometimes in this Lovers energy, right? You can be your own best friend, right? But with this here, with the Libra energy, again, focus on partnerships, also focus on legalities of things, legal situations. If you are, you know, some of you here, you might be looking for a new job, or you might be signing a job contract, right? We get contracts that show up when we have the Justice card. It is a reminder, though, to pay attention to the details, all right? Read the fine print. Basically, no matter, before you sign your name on any legal documentation, read the fine print, and wise men, if you need to get some professional consultation, do that. It doesn't mean that there's something missing, but the Winter High Priestess, there could be something hidden, right? And sometimes it's that fine print with that legal mumbo jumbo that we just don't quite understand, or we need clarification on, right? So it's those kind of things. But again, there could be something going on that you might not see coming, but it could be really pleasant. It could be really good, right? We do have the Strength card here, so this is Leo energy. Okay, you do have, like, you may have some people, all right, coming out of the woodwork here in the month ahead, right? We've got Libra, we've got Gemini, we've got Leo, and we've got Aquarius. Okay, so you could be meeting people. You could have a lot of helpful, supportive people at this time. You could be forging partnerships. You could be healing relationships. And again, you might be making decisions to part ways. But whatever your situation is here, you are confident. You've got two cards here of strength, of confidence, all right? Of, I know who I am. I'm confident in myself. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I know how to stand up for myself, and maybe I need to be a little courageous, right? The Strength card, right? Maybe I need to be a little courageous. Maybe I need to face some fears, but I know and I trust in everything that I'm doing and all the decisions that I'm making. Let's get some more cards. We've got Matrone. We've got the Empress coming out here. Absolutely wonderful. Father Christmas. That is Virgo energy. That's the Hermit. Nine of Gifts. Wonderful. That's our Nine of Pentacles. Awesome. The Two of Canes. Decisions. Crossroads. Trying to figure something out. And we've got the Seven of Gifts, which is our Seven of Pentacles, which can represent a time of harvest and abundance, but also we might need to be patient, and we might need to figure out a plan. This can be a strategy working out for you, but this is more big energy coming in here for you, right? We've got the Empress card. New beginnings, a time of growth, a time of abundance, a time of harvest even, right? We reap what we sow sometimes here. It's a very creative energy. It is one of new beginnings or taking something to the next level, right? It can represent some growth. The Empress card is ruled by Venus, our planet of love and money and beauty and the things that give us pleasure and joy, right? Love, self-love, creation and growth. All these wonderful things are here. So again, there can be a new beginning on the horizon for some of you here in some way. Perhaps it's taking a relationship up to the next level. We do have the Nine of Gifts, which is the Nine of Pentacles, which does tend to be a very independent energy. So again, there could be something here that you are resolving at this time, and it may be something that is a legal matter. Maybe you've been going through a divorce. Perhaps you've been going through some sort of separation, or you're trying to figure out your money. You've split with a business partner or something, whatever that happens to be. The Father Christmas card here, which is the Hermit, does bring in healing energy. The Nine of Gifts does bring out an independent energy, one of wealth, one of success, one of abundance, but also one where we can sit back, we can relax, and we can enjoy what we've worked so hard to achieve. We're enjoying the fruits of our labor, right? Whatever that happens to be. So, again, here with the Lovers card here, some of you may be resolving past relationships. Some of you here may be enjoying a little bit of independence, and you might be making a choice to stand on your own in some way, right? But again, we've got Virgo energy coming out here, and, this can be a friend. This can represent a little bit of soul searching, some reflection, and again, some healing energy may come out for you here with this. So we're creating a better life. We've got gifts and blessings coming in. We are enjoying some things here. None of these are scary. Okay. None of these, not even close, right? Not even close. These are all beautiful cards and beautiful energies, beautiful blessings headed your way. Yes, Two of Canes, you might be at a little bit of a crossroads. You might be trying to make some decisions. We see that already with the Lovers card, and we see that already with the Justice card with Libran energy, right? Seeking out truth and honesty and balance and harmony, but also decisions, right? We can be very decisive. So there could be a lot of different little micro decisions that you're making in the month ahead. But again, that Two of Canes reminds us that we don't need external forces to help us know and understand what the right choices are for us, right? Internally, we do know. But we do have the Seven of Gifts here, which can be a time of harvest for you, reaping our rewards. But it is also a card of strategy and one of patience. So for some of you, your patience has already paid off. Okay. And for some of you, you are still encouraged to be patient, because remember, we do have miracles and blessings and wonderful things going on with that Star card. It just might not necessarily be right here today. Okay. But it is coming in for you. Interesting though, that we do have a 7 on top of a 7. So if 7s have any kind of, significance for you, we do have 2 7s. So look up the meaning of 7-7. Okay, we do also have a couple of 9s out here as well, right? We've got Father Christmas is a 9, and we've got the 9 of Gifts. So number 99 is a completion, right? Completion of a cycle, completion of a journey. We're done making decisions. We've got things wrapping up, and in the, hopefully nice little neat bundle for the end of the year. So I do feel like there's a little bit of magic in the air for you. And again, we are getting some closure with things, but you could be getting some sort of rewards and gifts and something just a little bit magical there for you guys. But it is a big energy, right? Big energy, big turning points for you. And again, maybe something a little bit unexpected. We have number 88. I am wealthy. There you go. Okay, wonderful. 9 of Pentacles energy, right? I am wealthy. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. I am wealthy. Affirm that message, okay? So you do actually have 3 8s coming out here, right? So you got 8 8, and then you also have the Strength card, which is a number 8 in that deck. So you do have 8 8 8, 8's manifestation and abundance, infinite potential. It's the infinity symbol, and also a reminder to be flexible, open, and adaptable. And sometimes that's our key to success. And we have number 66. I am positive. So you got 3 6s out here as well. All right, because you do have the Lovers card, which is number 6. I am positive. Your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. I am positive. Keep that faith. All right. I'll leave that there for you guys. That's what I have for you. I do thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed your video, please do give me a thumbs up. Just hit that like button there. It is free for you, but it does really help the channel grow and for the video itself to be seen, because when you hit the thumbs up, it's like you're recommending the video to other people. But drop something in the comments below as well. Drop a heart, a Christmas tree, a snowman, and of course I will reply back in some magical way. But I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful December, and I'll see you next time. Bye.